Good morning everybody, afternoon and evening. This is Ken here, aka Stone Toad. As you can see at the moment, we've got a 9 tracks, T tracks. This is Welker Farm, made by Mapper's Paradise. I said I'll find out who actually makes it, and I said it because this is, I keep talking this map up and I keep forgetting to mention that it's made by Mapper's Paradise, because actually honestly I forgot who it was. I've been playing it for that long. So there you go, it's Mapper's Paradise, and Mapper's Paradise has made it so that you can make this into your own paradise. And Welker Farms, of course. Glad that they allowed him to go and map their actual farm itself in Montana, Big Sky, Montana. Shelby, Montana. So anyway, here we are, we're whacking down some wheat at the moment. There goes DJ's birds again. Get out of here, birds. Yeah, so I was just about to chuck it into my castle so we can have a look around. There we go, my go-to drone. And again, I haven't got the steering wheel on. I shall do that later when we get seriously into gameplay. You might notice this nice big green patch here. This big green patch is going to be for the factory, for the straw harvest that's coming out. It's Monday today here. It's going to be not this Tuesday but next Tuesday. So yeah, this is the farm, one of the Welker farms I've got two on the go at the moment, basically the same type of farm. This one here is with the like I've kept the original houses, well, not ma and pa's, but original houses. The one shed, the chook house, and I've made it my Australian map, by the way, as you can tell. And the workshop's still here with Nick and that still in it. Basically everything on the farm was kept. I changed the colour for the truck and grabbed the man truck. I got man truck on here, fitting in with the Aussie type map type thing. We do have other type trucks than that, but I thought, well, if I wanted to get this hay truck, so I didn't have to get any other trailer in that, because I'm still a bit slack on picking up bales with a front end loader or whatever. So yeah, so once they brought this one out, I went, yep, no worries, I'll chuck that on there. Of course, got my B double road trains. Well, there's one, and then I've got a single one here. On the other map, I'm going to be using this at the moment. I'm trying to work out. See, I've got a big silo system in that here, and I put heaps and heaps of straw in that into it, because it accepts straw. Every time I went across the grid, it accepted straw. But when I went to extract it, to put it into somewhere else, because I ran out of storage in my sheds, or my two sheds I had, and the silo itself, it wouldn't let me get any of it out. So I was going to see if I can get it out and put it with the Kenzie trailer, which is, if I can zoom down and look around, in the original shed placement. So this is the original shed placement. There's the Kenzie trailer. John Kenzie, I think it is, made those trailers originally. Apparently the flotation tyres and that on the auger bins and that come from his neighbour. Come over and asked him if he could make him up an auger bin that wouldn't sink down these paddocks, because it's skinny tyres back then. So they put big flotation tyres on it, and that's how they all started apparently. That's the way I've got it, so what I've seen from it. A couple of greenhouses. These, of course, this house here from lizards. Now hang on a minute, it's done it again. Last night I had trees on it, now the trees are gone again. It's so annoying, man. It really annoys me. I put it on because it's got the trees and that in the backyard, which sit around this pool lovely. They had, you know, they sit around here nicely around the pool and stuff, and now they're not there again. But another, I'll save it, you know, I'll come back again and it'll be there. So annoying. And this doghouse, you can't put the white one there. Stuart, get out of the house. That's not the doggy door. Magician dog, Houdini. He never used to do that. He used to just run around the yard here, and he couldn't get out the fence. But now, for some reason, like I said, the trees are glitched and he's glitched. But yeah, that dog house there is the only one you can actually put in this yard. The white one won't place here, so and it looks good, doesn't it? Yep, it does. So yeah, this is it at the minute. I put the all-purpose, what's my gym there? The all-purpose, the cheap one anyway. But I noticed that hasn't got straw in it on it. I thought that originally had straw and everything on it. I gotta see if there was an update on that, which I might maybe clicked onto, because I'm sure it had straw and grass and everything on it. Otherwise I'm gonna have to put an MF buddy one on here. Of course the boys are in the workshop, the original workshop. These are added, their sheds, so they're only one slot space. Slot space is important. And oh, in case you didn't see that, sugarcane harvesters, planters, sorry. And you know they're only 2 row and stuff. See that nice row placement across the whole of the paddock. I'll go up. Number 2 is completely done in sugarcane. Completely. Went from 7 o'clock in the morning real time to 2 o'clock in the afternoon to go pick the kids, or 2:30 you go pick the kids up from school, and then when I come back I did some more that night to finish it off, and it took me all day just to put that in sugarcane with 2 workers, 2 planters. But it's a 2-year cycle, so once you harvest it once it regrows again, so that's what I was aiming for, something that I can do twice. As you can tell, everything's bare. I haven't got seasons on, but what I did do is I put seasons on it first to make all the paddocks bare, so I can put down what I wanted to put down. And at the moment we just, like I said, the hay, this is actually being planted out in straw, like wheat. So then we've got one big paddock to go off straight away for the harvest stuff. I don't know what happened there. There's a little mishap with the flexi coil. Sort of missed a little bit there for some reason because of this big patch. So that's all going to be wheat with that nice little green strip there. The factory is going to be put in here. I had to leave enough room for it because from what I can remember from 17 when Daggerwin was doing it, it was a pretty big place. Yeah, so it's got to be placed in here. Easy access to the road for the trucks and that. So I'm using that to haul the pallets and that back out. Oi! 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 Sorry about that. Enough! Leave it. Someone's walking around out there. But I put these dome things in to fit in place with their yard over here. You know how they got this one here. And I put one of Nick's places here. Give it a bit of character, and down the road here put one of Scotty's, Legarm's places here. Or was it the other way around? I can't remember. So that's the storage place. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I thought I'd give a quick look around, and then we'll jump in this tractor and go for a ride. No, I could go through the list of what we've got machinery wise. So this is what we've got. We've got a 957 RT, which is tracked. We've got one of the class ones, but you know, if you look at the slot count, that one's like 45, that one there 35, they're 19. You know, these are the 22. These are the original ones for the actual farm itself. I'm not sure. No, 17 wasn't. That's another 72 slot space because it's a modded one. 72 slot space. And the trucks are, what, 21? What's that one? Where's the slot space? 1. There you go. So I must have another one. Yeah, 1 plus 1. That's all right. Should use more man trucks, shouldn't we? Huh? Excuse me. That's the original, 23. Original, 15. The Effie I put on there, that's 12. That's the original, that's time, plus 8. I put a Mahindra on there. Was it the limited edition or a red one? Limited edition, there you go. That's the black one. 9. 1. That's the original. Still load king, no trailer hitch. Damn. But yeah, see, I was going to try to store straw in the back of this trailer and just leave it sitting around waiting for the harvest. But it doesn't look like I can do that. That's 17. Then these guys are big combinations of 1. Wilson trailers. And you've got the Kenzie, which is 20. And the list goes on, like these things here I put in there. And what have we got? 5. So is that a double row? And that's a single row. So I sort of mucked up first and got the single row, and then I chucked the double on that, which is actually less slot counts. But yeah, I threw that one on there. And then ran it out as far as I can get it. Or was it that one? Let me see now. 1 metre. Yeah, that's a double, that's a single. So why is it more? I mean, almost less, I mean. But you got fertiliser in that with that. Flexi-coil. Flexi-coil. On this map, you need flexi-coils. You need the big seeders as well. Right? Or the other one, what is it? The Seed Hawk. It's called something else on this one, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, the big seeders. These are my go-to ones for, well, as you can tell, this one's been planted out at the moment with the 9T. I have 2 because that one there actually creates paddocks, as you can see. No tilling, no cultivation required, and that one there actually does it. So with the strip farming, you use this one to put it through the grass and that to make the strips. That way you don't have to do the grass paddock, but if you're smart, you do the grass as well. You switch it over to grass, do a strip, and then go back to doing more planting. And then when you harvest it later on, you can come through with this one, and that will run across the grass and it won't rip it up. So you're doing that strip only with this one. It won't destroy the grass on each side of it. If you run over it, this thing will rip it up. So that's how you do that. Yeah, all the black stuff there was this one here. Or Onyx is they're all original. This is the auto baler, just because I was going to try to start doing some. Dolly, the only one that works on the trailers and stuff. The black sheep modding one with black sheep modding trailers. That when they brought that out, I couldn't get it connected at first, but it was just the wrong angle. The dangle wasn't holding my tongue right, really. I hold my mouth right because it's just had to get it spot on, trying to reverse the trailer onto the other one. Like onto the dolly, you just had to get it spot on, and then it worked. But still don't like that downward thing to the bar. It should be set up higher, like I'm sure it was on 17. So anyway, this is all the stuff we got. See these things here? They take straw, but they don't give it out. Well, actually, I haven't tried it on this one. Sorry, the black one on the other farm, the older type one does not give it back out. I normally have these things in the yard itself. I had one the other day set up on, I think it's my girl character I've got for a different you got the double double gameplay counts, that sort of thing on your PlayStation. I think I've got one there with bats in the middle of the yard, and there's a cattle yard right in the middle Welker Farm Yard too. I made a couple of different map plays. I should find that and put it up today to compare it. Actually, what I'll do today is I'll put this up, a quick look around, and then I'll put my other one up to show you how I've decked that one out. But these ones will be the playthrough ones. So I've got content, this one and the other one. Of course, these map things you have to stand right next to them to get these flags to work. But yeah, that's her there. So what have we done here? We've done 15 minutes already. We'll jump inside, go for a ride. I used to drive like this all the time, looking out the back. Just really stuff your back and everything up. I noticed when I was cultivating this, I was doing that silver, the 7 John Deere with the silver mods and that in it, the 75 account, slot count, whatever it was, the model one, and I looked over at the, I wonder what I was slugging going down at 2 miles an hour, and I looked across the mechanic bar, and it was like nothing on it, no green, nothing. So I went, oops. I like my tractors have that lived in, look, but not that lived in. And I was scared it was going to lose all its beautiful dirt and patina and stuff like that, but it didn't. It just repaired it, so that's good. I was a bit worried it was going to make it like brand new again. I don't like brand new. See, dicky seats have come a long way, haven't they, from kids used to sit on the guards of tractors. You know, the old tractors with the guards and that. And now they've got a luxury dicky seat. Anyway. And this thing, listen to this. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. And of course a Mahindra, and that's all in here. Forklifts here for the pallets for the eggs. Now, I think they're supposed to be around the side here. Right here. But once we find a box there of chicken eggs, and of course we've got one rooster in there. You've got to have one rooster in with your hands. That's good. I should have went through the gate, but here he is. Roger. Hey, Rog. Yeah. You attack me and I'll kick you. He's a bit mean, that Rog. So here's nest boxes. This is a grit pack. That's for the grit. So you can keep the rodents and stuff out of it as well. But yeah, you know, like you've got your spare water there. There's the bowl and that, putting water and that into paper towels and that for when you get the eggs to clean them up before, you know, get any poop and that off them before you take them to the house. Red Island Reds. They're sort of like factory ones because they haven't got the real dark, with the red, real dark mahogany colour with the black tails. So these commercial ones. Anywho. And old Rog. See Rog. See mate. No, he's just happy I left looking. I think he's going, yeah, keep out of here, man. These muggies. This is the German, I think, chook house. I was going to put the old wooden one there, but it was a bit too big. This one fits in nicely. It's all rendered and that. Looks alright. Looks nice actually. The house. Like I said, the trees are gone. So how come these two little ones are here and the other ones aren't here? There's normally 3 big birch type trees here and one down the corner. So they're like that white birchy type thing over there, but not as big. Of course there's Stuart. Stuart, come here. Everybody's saying, oh, it's about time you feed your bloody dog. There you go, Stu. Good boy, Stuart. I had a Rottweiler, Kelpie, had the same marking as him. Exactly the same dog. That's why I call it Stuart, because that's what he looked like. And the bee house. Oh, you probably haven't been in this house, have you? Well, let's go and have a look. There we go, got me mower there. Although I have to get one of those other mowers later. Battery charger for the car. Don't know why the ladder stand up like that, because it'll fall down and hit me on the head. Right, we wander in. Is this the front door? No, it's down further. Light switches. Boop. Did it work? I can't tell if it worked. No, it didn't work. Anywho, nice little table. Here by myself. Or like I said, my sister comes over from her welker farm. Of course, my Sadie clean lady stuff. You can open up the back door to let some breeze through, which is, if I do that, Stuart will come in anyway. Nice house, isn't it? One of the lizard's houses. I can't get any of these doors to work because it's only this one here, front door or back door. 2 bedrooms, guest room, main room. I like these bird prints they've got up everywhere. Yeah, golden pinches or something, I think. But yeah, nice bit of art deco. Swimming pool. This is the one that's on the farm. I just moved it from across the road over here. Refilled it. You know, stucco on the house as well, which is the reason why I went for the chalk house like it. And that's not the same colour. The Aussie flag flying, because it's the Aussie farm now. It's no longer Montana. So I've got the hay barn across the road, the hay barn up there for storing hay. The bees here, of course. And then up over yonder, cucumbers, haven't even started those yet. Need manure and water. And tomatoes, manure and water need for those as well. Go down here. See, this here says Mr. Hollywood, which is Nick's place. Mr. Hollywood is Nick, but I thought it was Scott's place. Sorry, legumes. Big galv tank, gotta have galv. I didn't notice that light being on there before. Oh. And see this one? What's this one say? Zone Beast, that's who does the houses, obviously. Silo. This is what I store me. I've only got one here at the moment, flexi coil. That's the one that come with the farm dirt and all, which is great. The workshop. So everybody's seen this before. I put this little workshop in so I can do maintenance on my vehicles. Because even though we have a massive workshop, you cannot go in there and do anything with your vehicles. There's no triggers that I saw. None at all. To be able to fix your... Yeah, fix it up. Another flag there. Got the original drums there. Put this stuff in here. 1 hanger. 2 hanger. And then the original... These are silo sheds originally. Like they've got a hole in the top where you just shut the door and then you pump all your grain net in there. Hold your grain net in there. So we'll be doing sort of things like that later on. I want to start putting some just dumping a whole heap of straw and that in there, ready for the harvest. The silo system, they're the ones I have to check out, make sure if I put it in I can get it back out, because otherwise it's a waste of my time again. Nice setup though, isn't it? Just coming off this sort of existing road. Roll your rig through, dump all your grains, Or if you're not dumping there, you can go down the back here, get diesel from the tank. Go all the way down the back here. And you have to reverse. The road train's no good for this one down here. That's why I kept the single trailer. So I can come in and reverse onto here and dump the grain. Then the auger moves around to all the different silos. There was a weigh station mod thing like this at the moment. I was going to get it and put it somewhere around here, like the opposite side here, and put the weigh between it, so it looks like the weigh station. It's only a cosmetic thing. And then I put this thing here, which you get your fertilizers and grains and that from, which is fitting for a farm type thing, you know. But there's a problem with this. Apparently, it needed an update, but I didn't put the update on it yet, and I haven't used it at all. Not at all yet. Just wanted to put cosmetic tool. Like I said, I might install the mod for the weigh station, put it over here, if I can fit it in here, if it will allow me to put it here. That's the thing. It's not. I don't have a terraform on this map, so you can get your stuff out just from here. And it's good to just drive the truck right around here. Just come straight around. It's a little bit tight around this one here as well. And then the final approach, as I said, you go back across the weigh station for content, you know, story mode type thing. It looks good. This little British shed here, again, roll top tin roof. It's got to be tin. Like I said, I made this sort of like an Aussie map, so we love corrugated iron. Everything's corrugated iron. I was going for the look. Or the easy sheds, straight car sheds and that, you know. I actually like the shed, that's what kept it. Some of the actual excuse me, getting on a bit of a roll there. I got the ones with the sunroof, sunlights in the top. Trees growing through that one. Yeah, but this one here the other day wouldn't give me any straw. I don't know whether it's just a little glitch. Right, that's it. We'll go back to see what this dude's doing, and that'll be the half an hour look at this one. And then I'll take us. I'll put the other farm straight over onto it. Like what's going on? Oh, that's what it was. Whoop. You ain't finished yet, pal. You ain't finished yet. Right, so I'll find out where he is. Right, so he's got to go back this way. I'm going to go do that little strip. Well, just make sure he's done all this first. All texture to the right, yeah. Yeah, so we'll head straight across here. And go do that strip where that little grass strip is. Yeah, so I'm going to have a look at the other farm that I'm going to be doing this role play on. I'm going to put the straw harvest on this one, and the other one's basically set up right now with straw ready to rock and roll. As soon as I get it on, not this Tuesday but the next, in a fortnight's time, and then we'll be underway straight off the bat. First video is going to be, once it lobs, it's going to be me putting storage through the factory. I got 5mm cheap net on it, so you know, to buy everything, get it all set up. I want the pellet one that's sort of like the let's have a look at this, because I've got to try to line this up. See how you got that grass strip there? This one won't, because it hasn't got the tank on it. The way you tell the difference between the two Great Plains cedars is this one here is just seed only, so it will only do the sorry, I'll start it. It will only do the earth patches, like where it's harrowed and stuff like that. The other one has got the fertiliser tank in the middle of it, of those two tanks, and that one will rip up all your grass. That yeah, does not require any ploughing. This one does require ploughing, so that's why it's safer once you put your strip farming in, like here. It won't plough that grass there. So once you put your strip farming in, you can go along. It will run across the grass, and you don't have to worry about ripping up. So still keep those strips in your paddocks. So you put the base. If you're going to do strip farming, you use the other one first. Cut all your plots in and seed them at the same time, and then you do a single run of the grass itself with that same machine. You switch it over when you get to the end. Do that single run, and then you switch it over and do 3 or 4 of the paddock again, like your main crop. But you've always got that grass strip for the worms, so basically it's for the worms not to get out. When it's all dry like this, the ground heats up, goes really dry and hard and everything, so the worms retreat into the grass, and that microorganisms, that sort of thing, retreat to the grass area where it's shady and that sort of thing, and moist. So, is that word again, moist? Yeah, so that's the basics behind it. So when you come along with your manure and you go and fertilise the ground, then they come out at night and they munch on it and they bring their worm casting and that with them. That's the basics behind strip farming. And you do it organically because you use manure byproducts and that on the actual paddocks and that way. And then if you want to come along and fertilise it, like slurry it, then you get the 100% of fertilisation before you even start putting the seed down. So yeah, that's the main thing. So if you work up your, like, because I just run the case until they bring out this John Deere stuff they're supposed to be bringing out, ploughs and that. On my maps I just run the case plough. On the smaller maps, of course, here I just rip them all up, every paddock up with the FlexiCoil. I love FlexiCoil. I love the Seahawks too, but I don't know why it wasn't on this map. But those other ones there, I think the case, no, the what is that one? But anyway, they're the better ones with a little tank in front of them. For these sort of maps that are just, you know, you can put them on a worker, a normal worker, and away they go. But yeah, that's it. This is it to do. So we'll run him up and down here, get this all wheat put in, and I normally run it on, I'll show you. I won't just tell you, I'll show you. Excuse me. As you can see by that map, just looking at there, that sort of pale green, this one here, number 2, that's all sugarcane. All sugarcane. And then you got the wheat going in now on 3, which was grass before. Oh, there's a big strip there I missed. Alright, I'll have to do that too. So that's what I'll do. I'll stop this recording in a sec. That's canola, and that's wheat up there. So we've got a couple of wheat paddocks to go on with. One's more advanced, that one there is more advanced than this one. So I've got, well, I'm taking the wheat off of this one. Sorry about going back and forwards, but take the wheat off of this one. Then I can actually come through and get all the straw in it for the factory. While this one's still coming like a couple of weeks behind type of thing. So I can do this paddock and then start it back into wheat, and then put these into something else. These are all cotton, so they'll go from cotton to wheat. 12 and 11. And that's my farm anyway. Those 4 here and these 2 here. That's the farm. Alright, so now I shall go across to here, and I shall save this game, and then I shall say goodbye everybody, because I'm about to quit out. So have a good one, be safe, And if you can't be good, be good at Ruru. Bye. Wrong button.